It's a famous bit of Philly lore that William Penn, the city's founder, intended for it to be a green country town, meaning that he imagined a lush, open city, in contrast to the dense, fire and disease-prone sprawl of London where he'd grown up. Today, Philadelphia certainly has its share of green space, although it is constantly underfunded and under threat from corporate interests. A 2011 report found that only 20% of city land is covered by trees, falling well below any other major Northeast city. It's also not evenly distributed. According to a 2019 survey, the wealthiest areas of the city also receive the most tree coverage. Meanwhile, poorer areas of the city, like the North Philadelphia neighborhood where I work, receive much less, reporting average canopy coverages as low as 3%. That same survey also found that the city's free tree planting programs disproportionately benefited wealthier, leafier neighborhoods. That disparity has real consequences on communities, especially as temperatures rise with global warming. In places like North Philly, a lot of the green you see isn't intentional. The plants that make it here are the survivors, the ones too hardy or tenacious to die, despite everything the city throws at them. You find them squeezing up through cracks in the concrete. You see them climbing up brick walls. They reclaim vacant lots and empty buildings, returning them to the wild. It's not the orderly, manicured green that William Penn imagined. But when I see those plants, I'm struck by the resilience of nature. Imagine what it takes to set down roots in such an unforgiving environment, to still reach for the sun. Once you start paying attention, it's hard not to be in awe of how life continues to thrive in the city against all odds. Of course, you could say the same about the people of Philadelphia. They face many of the same challenges: the resource disparities, gentrification, the pollution of the air and water. But they also find ways to survive, and the resilience to grow where they're planted. A city is more than glass and steel and concrete. A city is a living thing. It's often filthy, wounded, and neglected, but life goes on. It finds places to grow, no matter how unlikely. I try to remember that now when I go out walking in the city. It's so easy to only notice the trash, the noise, the vacant buildings left to rot. I can get so overwhelmed by the work that needs to be done that I miss the signs of hope poking up from the pavement. It's important to look for the green, to remember that life goes on, even in the hardest of times.